here's the fiscal deficit target, which is sacrosanct, and no government should be taking it lightly if they miss it. That is the word coming in from none other than but the member of the PMEAC, that's Rathin Roy, speaking exclusively with ETNA's Maithili Busnarmat.
In stable macroeconomic policy, all I mean is, I think we need a shared understanding that we continue to need fiscal discipline, only because my financial savings are 9 to 10%, and the public sector takes 80% of that. That's 8%.
Sure.
So that is my binding constraint. Forget the rest. You know, the IMF's econometrics is of little interest to me. It's a simple physical binding constraint. So we need to continue on the path to fiscal discipline. I am troubled by the childish way in which governments of all political persuasions have been doing jiggery-pokery accounting over the last 25 years. So they have to grow up a little bit and stop doing this. Most important, I think our bureaucrats, fiscal bureaucrats, economic bureaucrats need to get out of their comfort zone and understand that it is very, very important to have medium-term budgeting in place.
No, that I agree. But then you also said that, they've been very casual whenever they've been, for lapses as when adhering to your deadlines. But is casual easy for us to say, Rathin? Because if you're in politics, when you're staring at elections every 5 years, you cannot be completely blind to populist demands also, no? So adherence to, what is the sanctity of a 3%?
They have broken fiscal rules. This government has done rather well on that front, but they have broken fiscal in the middle of the electoral cycle.
But what is the sanctity of this 3%?
Not giving me a clear explanation ex ante. Casual is saying I will meet the fiscal deficit target on budget day, breaking it. Casual is then saying how does 0.2% of GDP matter? That is, it's not just government. It's also the private sector. It's everybody, the media, policy. We take this childishly. Missing a target is not something a G20 government that is responsible should do. If it does, it has to prepare for it, be honest about it, and explain why it is happening. That is my concern. Government needs to grow up.
No, but as long as your rate of growth, your real rate of growth is higher than your real rate of interest, does it really matter?
It does matter. Otherwise, why would you bother with the fiscal target?
Look at Japan's debt to GDP. Look at our debt to GDP.
But
are we not getting a little excessively
constrained? We do not borrow from foreigners. And our total savings in this country, financial savings, is 9 to 10%.
Sure. So in income growth, your savings will also grow.
Look at the cost of capital as a consequence. That will happen in the future. We must stop talking the future tense in this country. What is happening now is that 80% of your savings are swallowed up by the public sector. 20% is left for the market. We have absurdly high cost of capital. 2% real rates of return. This is absurd. We really, and that was not what I was saying. So that is why we committed to a high target. If you don't like this logic, say you have a 5% deficit. Stick to it.
Okay.
Stick to it. Do not.
You don't believe in the flexibility. So
I believe in flexibility, but then I believe in explanation. Flexibility is not an everyday business. That's jugaad.
Okay.
Total, complete flexibility is jugaad. And on monetary policy, my very simple point is we have an opportunity now. The monetary policy framework will be revised in 2 years. Let's not do jugaad and wake up to this fact 3 months before the fact, like the Battle of Panipat. Let's start now. It's a serious business. We must be grown up. I've worked in many countries, Maithili, and the casualness and short-termism that affects the policy ecosystem in this country is just amazing.